everyone! Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you several useful and important tips on how to train your dog. The truth is that a trained dog is happier because when you know that he'll behave, you give him less restrictions and more freedom. Imagine having a dog who'll behave nicely when you go somewhere and will heel quietly at your side. Think that the next time you have company at home, you won't have to worry that your dog will misbehave and banish him to another room. A well-behaved dog is welcome wherever you go and will even receive more attention and love from your friends and family than a dog who misbehaves. You might think that training your dog is difficult. Some people even hire professional trainers. Let me tell you right now that the best person in the world to train your dog is you. It will help you develop a good relationship with your dog, and you don't have to know complicated techniques and strategies. All you have to do is learn how to communicate with your dog and dedicate some time and patience to the task. Before I move to the fundamentals of training your dog, I just want to take a second to tell you about a really excellent guide for training your dog. I recommend it to you because it has all the information you need as a dog owner in one place, and it makes dog training an easy and effective good time, as it should be. Just go to this link or click the link I put in the description of this video for you to check it out. Doesn't it frustrate you when you give your dog a command and he does the complete opposite? The reason why that happens is because of the dog's natural instincts. Now I'm going to take you through the basics of dog training and communicating effectively with your pet. Tip number 1, understand your pack. The first thing to understand is that the dog, whether it is a tiny Chihuahua or a giant St. Bernard, is descended from wolves. This means that even a tiny handbag dog has pack instincts routed through his very being. Dogs are, above all else, pack animals. The pack does not necessarily have to incorporate other dogs. As a family pet, the other members of the household, including you, your spouse, the children, and other pets, are members of the pack. Your dog will never be well-trained, well-adjusted, or happy and relaxed if you don't understand and put into practice pack life within your family group. To do that, you have to 2. Be the leader. The pack always has one leader, the alpha, the boss, the top dog. It's up to you to be the pack leader. Listen, a dog desperately needs to know he has someone who is always there to protect him, to provide stability and comfort. When you first bring a puppy home, it can be a troublesome time for you and an anxious, frightening experience for the puppy until it learns his or her place in the pack. Their place is towards the bottom of the pack's hierarchical ladder. While this may sound a little harsh, the dog will quickly learn his role and will be happy, content, and well-adjusted. A pack leader provides a variety of benefits, including protection, stability, comfort, and a clear direction. A new dog will attempt to push boundaries to find his place in the pack. You must be firm and make it clear that you are the pack leader and that there is no room for another. Never allow or tolerate dominance from your dog. Display of dominance can include always wanting to sit above you, such as at the back of the sofa, or growling when you attempt to move them. Don't become the person that gets off the sofa to sit on the floor because your dog wants to sit in his place on the sofa. Without a clear pack leader, many dogs are uncontrollable, cause damage to the home, are anxious when left alone, and are confused and unable to properly relax, which can also result in serious behavioral problems. So, for a happy dog and a happy household, be brave and be the boss. The next thing to do is 3. Know your dog. Some dogs respond to treats, while others prefer praise and a toy. Every dog is different, just like every human is different. Watch your dog, learn his body language, and you'll quickly get to know where he is anxious, angry, scared, or relaxed and happy. Once you easily recognize your dog's body language, you are able to find the reasons for this unwanted behavior and work on it. 4. Reward and praise. I often get questions on how to use reward and praise with dogs. Reward and praise are the most effective training tools. Because your dog desperately wants to please you, if you reinforce good behavior with praise and a reward, you are telling them that he is doing what you want and are encouraging him to repeat it. Some people choose to use clicker training, while others use treats and others use a toy, or simply their voice in a cuddle, or any combination of those things. The choice is down to you. Try out different methods and see which works best for you and your faithful pet. But no reward or praise will be helpful without 5. Repetition. Training involves repetition. This is true of any dog, but for puppies it is even more important. Just when you think they've learned something, you move on to something else, and then the first thing appears to have fallen out of their head. When training, a dog needs to do it over and over again, and then do it some more. You need to work on training every single day and be consistent. Never give in, and always finish a session on a positive note. 6. Keep it short. Always keep training sessions short. This is especially important with a new puppy or a dog you are only just trying to bond with. Short bursts lasting no more than 15 minutes are the most effective training sessions, and this can be repeated several times throughout the day if necessary. Any longer than this, without a substantial break, and your dog will lose focus, and you'll quickly become frustrated, and neither of you will benefit from the session. 7. Make it fun. Training should never be a tedious chore for either you or your dog. Engage your dog and turn it into a game. Boring training is pointless. You may as well not bother, as the dog will not respond. Use your silly squeaky voice, wave your arms around, jump up and down, and generally get silly. All of these things will help you turn training sessions into a game for your dog and encourages him to respond and perform well. Part of the fun is also to 8. Take it outside. Just because your dog has mastered something in the house does not mean he can do it out in the garden, much less out in the park. There are far more distractions in the great outdoors than there are in the park. Always take some small, tasty treats out with you, and make him practice his training in the park where there are birds, rabbits, and other dogs. Go back to the basics and only move on when he can perfectly perform his basic skills even with a lot of distractions around. If you are concerned that your dog will run off, use a long line, which can even be a piece of rope knotted around the collar. Then you are able to work at a distance. Give him plenty of free range, but quickly stop him or reel him in if needed. 9. Keep it in the family. Every member of the household should treat your dog the same way. This prevents confusion and misunderstanding. If just one person rewards him for an unwanted behavior, then any training done to correct this behavior will be undermined, and the dog will become confused and will likely revert back to repeating the unwanted behavior. Remember, be a leader. Start knowing your dog. Offer rewards and praise for good behavior and be consistent with it. Make the training fun and short and involve all members of your family in the training process. Training isn't only about getting your pet to behave, it's also about creating a strong bond with your dog, a bond that will bring great rewards to both of you and that will last for many years. Training isn't hard when you have fun and think of it as building a friendship. With the right guidance, you'll be confident that your dog will behave correctly in any situation, even around kids or other animals. Imagine being able to take your dog anywhere without fear that you'll be a nuisance to others. Don't we all want a dog who is well behaved in any situation and can even do some fun tricks? I can't cover everything in a few minutes, so if you're looking for more useful information on how to train your dog correctly and get a faithful companion by your side in record time, check out this guide. It is packed with all the tips and tricks you need to correct any problems in your dog's behavior and start building that special bond right away. That's it for me right now. I enjoyed talking with you and hope you found this useful. Cheers and good luck!